Hey guys, welcome back to KNWX, and today we'll be talking about some possible storms we might be seeing later this afternoon that could be or could not be severe. So let's talk a little bit about it. I just want to make this a quick video because this isn't going to be, a devastating, risk, but there is potential for some severe weather. Now, as we can see, we do have a level 1 uh, risk around a good portion. Here, let me just restart that. So we have level 1 marginal risk from Macomb all the way down to Monroe. So basically, anything south I-69 goes south and so I-69. Just think anywhere from this around where I-69 is. It's like this. So imagine anything in there has the risk for severe weather. Now, this isn't a large risk, but I do think these are the risks. 1 inch sized hail is a possibility. 60 mph wind speeds. The little lower side on the possibility. I think we will see more 50 to 45 mph wind speeds. And possibly a quick spin up tornado, where I think tornadoes will be likely. So I'll draw out some areas in a sec. But as you can see, there are some pretty strong storms today. Now, at around 4 o'clock, there's going to be one cell that seems to be pretty strong. So, yeah, it goes over Line Quarter Township right there, and you can see how fast that moves across. So, and then you can see more cells, possibly with hail. We'll move over to pivotal weather in just a sec. From New Multibor with Troy, I think around these areas could see some strong hail, possibly in that cell, because there is updraft to Listy tracks across the area over there. Now this does keep moving. If I move over to like the 17Z, this is 17Z. So we moved to another time run. So as you can see, pretty much the same thing. All these cells have a chance for a tornado and hail and possibly some quick damaging wind speeds. Now, where I think we could see hail at. Whoopsie. Here. Alright. Oh, we good. We're good. Stop. Stop. So, where I think we could see hail and possibly. So, in the red is where I think possibly a tornado will be. So, from Lake Breeze, we could see some tornadoes around these areas. Unlikely, but stating the forecast discussion, there is some marine possibilities. Uh, Anywhere around these areas, I think have a chance for a tornado. Spin up, so very quick on the ground and gone. Uh, Now for the yellows, where I think we could see strong hail, possibly. So around these areas, I think have the strongest hail possibilities. So this area seems, as we saw from the last run, there's like a train of storms. So in the pink or the purple is where I think where the storm track is going to be. So I think we're going to see storms form here along with convection. We'll keep an eye on satellite. So they form here, and as they track downward, they're going to go through these areas. Now, the hodographs, which is the rotation in the atmosphere, is at least decent according to the forecast discussion for these areas for, again, quick sun and tornadoes, hail, and, we could see one of those things happen. And this is going to be multiple rounds, it seems like. So I think we're going to see one round around 6 o'clock, a second round around just an hour or two later. So from 7 to 8, 5 to 6. So those are where I think we're going to see. So again, red is where the possible spin-up tornado is. Lake Breeze here. Lots of cells coming across here with good hodographs with a little bit of rotation in the atmosphere. Where I'm consistently seeing strong hail updrafts take place. So storms form here and then they move this way. With some forming up here and continuing this way. And eventually, I believe they will squall out around here. And another area where I think we'd see strong hail and tornadoes, again, lake breeze, so would be around here. You know, all these areas is where I think we could see a strong hail. So that's mapped out for you. So storms form here and here, they move across, and then eventually they squall out, with some storms moving. So there will be, I believe, some storms leading out in front of it, like so. And it kind of starts breaking off because it goes into the nighttime hours, with some of the storms surviving from here going this way. So that is mapped out to what I think. Again, tornado probability is quite low. According to the SPC, we don't even have a tornado risk, but the forecast discussion does want to mention that there's a chance of a spin-up tornado. So, and again, forecast discussion is more local, so I believe that better, to be honest. So let's move over to the forecast discussion and pivotal weather. Alright guys, here you are. So we're going to take a quick look at pivotal weather, because it kind of maps it out a bit better. So as you can see, pink and white and grays is where I think you could see hail within the dark reds also. So as you can see some of those. So that's why I think we could see a spin-up tornado here. Look how strong these cells are as they move across Oakland and Detroit. And there's, like I said, there's going to be a train around form here, and it kind of trains this way. So you can see that. And then there's the cells forming around Saginaw, moving just like that. And you can see it kind of squall out as it goes that way. So it's going to be a very light squall, though. So as you can see, some of those storms survive as they go through the Canadian environment. And we'll leave it at isolated. Maybe, if they find anything else out there, maybe a rumble thunder with some pea-sized hail later at night, but I think that's unlikely, so I'm just going to stick it at isolated showers, possibly a rumble of thunder as we go out through the night. So that was the 18Z. Let's just look at the 17Z and see, the different things. So as you can see, there's the one that goes to Detroit. That's lighter. So the lighter that first cell is, it seems that the stronger the next cells are. Look at these next storms as they go through Detroit, over north of Detroit in the metro area, around Sterling Heights and all that. So it's all about that first round that could change everything. Let's take a quick look at satellite, see if there's anything forming right now. So as you can see, there's some very light convection around here. Quick isolated thunderstorm right here. With some, as you can see through the high clouds, there is some isolated convection going on and starting to pop up. So let's go to the blended model, see what the chance of thunderstorms is. So this is what I use to see what the chances of a thunderstorm is. And as you can see, so here's the chances of thunderstorms today as we go across the Michigan area. So around 60% Macomb and, Monroe, Detroit area, all these areas are pretty high chance of thunderstorms, with some thunderstorms already going across here. But this is why these areas won't see any strong storms, though, is because as this area has no rain, these areas are just getting a ton of rain. So they're going to miss out on the event, I believe. We can just double check with the SPC. Yes, there's some strong storms down southish. So as you can see, we can see that line over the Detroit area, just about all that, and that strong storm is going through Oklahoma, but it's Oklahoma. So, kind of just about every single month. So let's move over to the forecast discussion. Alright, so this is an update that was made at around 12 o'clock, so potential severe thunderstorms, damaging winds and strong hail. So as you can see, just about everything I said here, you can pause the video and look at that if you want. So in case you don't know where the forecast discussions are, I'm just having you read this here. So, so I do not want to, whoopsie. Alright, so they said there's some good curvature, marginal, tornadic, spin up possible in the Hodo low level curvature, because there is going to be some of that. Now, I know it says the far southern, but trust me, while looking at it, there is enough to go up to Macomb, and then they do talk about the marine areas a little bit. So, hope everyone has a safe afternoon and evening, and see you guys next time.